All right, folks, we're back in Mon Bazou, and I'm finally doing it. I'm finally doing the most requested thing from the last episode, and that's to move my trailer and log splitter. I know anybody that's a new viewer might be a little confused as to why this is such a requested thing that I do to my property, and it's because these two items have been sitting in the middle of the path for probably at least 6 months now. I know, I'm lazy. So yeah, we're gonna park these over here by the Sugar Shack. I just want to get these out of the way. I had to show you guys that this was the first thing that I was doing. So today, I've got two main projects. We're gonna finish the OEM build, and we're gonna finish the garage from the last episode where we started the remodel. But I had to do this. I had to do this on camera. This was like one of the most upvoted comments was like, hey, can you please clear the road out because it's nasty? You know, you got two big objects just blocking every time you drive back here. So yeah, object number 2 is the log splitter, which I think I'm going to move it over to the side. I need to have it to where I was going to split some of those logs that you see just laying down over there. So I'm just going to move it off the road itself. So you guys better hit the thumbs up button for this. Yeah, it's just funny. I was like, oh man, I'm going to get a lot of really good suggestions for my garage. No, it was like, hey, can you please move these two items? I'm making everyone proud though. My property's going to be clean. Don't worry, we're hooking this one up too and moving it. Okay, so that's the front of the house. Will be mostly clean. Oh, Leo probably wants a little bit of water and food. So yeah, let me show you guys the garage. We're going to do a couple things to it today. I'm going to create a new lounge area. A lot of people had some good ideas about some, maybe some chairs and stuff over to the side. Also, some people were saying that they want me to move these lifts over a little to the right. I think I'm going to keep them here though. I can still work on both cars in this area. I just, I wanted to have this right side be really open. So yeah, we colored the garage. We did some rim shelves in here, bought some ridiculous stuff from the VIP room, which I'm still gonna buy everything in there. I'm just trying to maybe take my time. Also, one of the most upvoted things was, hold on, let me see if I have the color here. I got chrome. Do I have just a straight gray? No, I think most of my things are chrome. I need to buy like a dark gray because nobody, I think pretty much it was unanimous that nobody liked the green lifts. So they were saying dark gray would be the color that they would prefer. So yeah, we're going to paint those. So I will be going to the store. We're going to finish this bad boy here today. So I call it the OEM build. We are going to have to change a couple things. I'm going to put the comfy seats in there because I can get 2 of those. I don't know. Hold on, let me double check. That's a comfy seat. Hold on, is that an OEM seat? I gotta do a little hop here. You know, I'm surprised I don't have a race seat in here. Was this where my second OEM seat was the whole time? Let me drop this real quick. Also, we do have to run out to the barn. I gotta get some more planters. Plus, we have a huge pack we can go deliver. So it's gonna be an all over the place episode. No, can't confirm that's not an OEM seat set in there. So yeah, I'm gonna put 2 comfy seats in there. I know it's not 100% OEM, but it is a sleeper build. It's got a big motor in there. So yeah, for future episodes, we're gonna change both of these. I want to get them into their final 1.0 form, like what I'm happy with completely. I'm pretty happy with the hatchback, but a lot of people seem to like want a different build. So comment down below. I need BMW number 1. Give me your idea, and then hatchback. Give me your idea. You can put them both in the same comment. We will try to do the highest upvoted comments on these, or at least the ones that I think are the best. So yeah, we're gonna do those. This thing is pretty much in its final form, except for a couple small modifications that we're gonna make. But yeah, I got some stuff I gotta do here. I really want some maple syrups. Go ahead and drink some of that. Let's go down here and look at the plants. Also, everybody's been telling me I need to put the fertilizer in here. So watch this. Does this just go in here? Oh, there it goes. So yeah, this will auto fertilize all the plants. Like, I was dumb. I was walking around like actually fertilizing each individual one. Yeah, I can tell you what, it's been forever since I've done a lot of this stuff. Can I make another one? No. But yeah, next time it'll auto water. It'll fertilize these. Speaking of, hold on, I can get some beans here. Do a little bit of harvesting, but I need my fertilizer. I need to get another big basket's what I really need. So maybe we'll pick one of those up while we're over there. These are all still growing. Oh, nope, except for these over here. These are ready to go. So I might as well go ahead and pick these up. But yeah, I need 50 more planters, so I need to go order those ASAP. Make sure everything is planted in here. It should be auto watering soon. Yeah, I still want those ridiculous rims from the farm. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just let this do it here. There we go. So now everything should be fertilized. My potatoes are almost ready to go too. We're eventually gonna deliver some fries. So yeah, I need to grab this. I need to make sure I have a fuel can. We can run over to the barn. I feel like I need to get the boring thing out of the way first before I do all the fun stuff. So let's do this, and then yeah, I'll take the fuel can too, just in case we run out of fuel on the way over there in the boat. I cannot wait until 1.0 though. I feel like Santa Goat's cooking. We're gonna have some really cool stuff. I'm excited for the new boat, maybe some secrets, camper shell. It says before Christmas, and well, by the time this video is released, it'll probably be the 9th, which by the way, I'm gonna have a couple gaps in between episodes coming up, because now I need to start reading the comment section of what you guys want to see, before I start doing it. Okay, put this in here, Leo. I would love for you to be able to go. I hope Santa Goat makes it to where you can ride on the other boat or the new one. Okay, Leo walks on. Oh, that's impressive, Leo. Okay. All right, we better get the heck out of here. I don't know what the heck's going on. Wait, where did Leo go? Yeah, he's just floating on water. Did anybody else know this was a thing? The dog can walk on water. Good boy. All right, let's go. So yeah, for the BMW, obviously the wide body kit has to stay because I want at least to use that. Because yeah, the other one I took it off for the OEM one, so we need to keep a build with the wide body kit. I'm thinking it's probably going to also be kind of like a racer. Maybe that's the one that's going to utilize the slicks. A lot of people said they want to see the hatchback turned into a rally car, which I'm trying to think. Rally car, probably a little bit of spacer there, off-road shocks or rally shocks, off-road tires, obviously, lightweight, so make sure it's completely stripped down, which I already think it is. I think I need to go this way. But yeah, I'm gonna be curious what you guys say. I'll probably start the builds, but it's gonna take a couple episodes for each. That and we'll be grinding away. Like I said, we gotta get that farm as big as possible because I need more money because there's a lot of useless stuff I'm gonna be buying soon. Okay, here we are at the barn. Let's go ahead and drop this bad boy off here. Dunk it on there. There we go. And it just shot through and flew over there. That's awesome. All right, it's 10,000 there. I do need to run in real quick. Let's go buy some more planters. I wonder how many planters you could truly stuff in the underground bunker. If I had to guess, it's got to be 500 plus, right? Maybe 600? I don't know. Anybody, do you have a number of how many you've put in your bunker? Let me know down in the comment section below. Okay, buddies. I need 40 of these things. ASAP. There you go. All right. So I needed that. I need one of these. Also, once again, 8 huge packs. That's what we're going for here. I mean, you also get paid. So it's not like you're just doing it just for the rims. Like, you get paid. Wait, do you have to buy the rims after that? Or do they just give you the rims after that? I want to say they just give you the rims because that's a lot to do. But yeah, I need this for my coffee because my coffee beans are sitting there too long because of the like, I have them fertilizing. And then, of course, I use them to make coffee, which I need to do more of because I realized that you could stack the coffee in the little crates that you can do like the cans in, which is kind of odd considering it's hot coffee. Like, how does it stay good? Like, I don't like hot coffee that's gotten cold. Like, I do like cold brew, but that's cold brew. It's a completely different thing. I don't like the whole hot coffee in a pot and then you just try to drink it after it's cooled down. That's gross to me. All right, let's head back to the house. Not gonna lie, I expected to come back to see Leo still floating on the water. All right, we are back at the house. Gotta get back to work. I'm gonna leave the gas can in here. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I didn't plant seeds in some of these? Oh, I thought I did. All right, let's grab coffee beans in this. I can't transfer my other ones, can I? Also, we need to plant more coffee. Can I put these into here? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. All right, so we got that. I'm gonna do a little bit I'm not gonna finish this. I'm gonna do just a little bit of work in here. I want to get some more coffee beans planted. Plus, my potatoes should be ready to go too. You know, I probably should have used these for potatoes. Hold on. I should have got 2 of these baskets. You know, I really should have done that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, because I need one for potatoes also. I'm stupid. It's fine. Okay, so I got a new row started. I extended the other rows. I do need to do a little bit of planting real quick. Just want to give you guys a quick update. I need to grind out one episode and just do a complete episode here in the bunker and just fill this up. Because I think you can probably get it done in another, I would say 4 or 5 trips. at least get my rows filled out. It isn't going to fill it up completely, I don't think. Well, it might actually. Let's put this over here. Let's go ahead and make some big packs. And then I'll plant everything, and then we'll fertilize. Actually, am I good for another? Oh, I think I need to keep that closed. It's almost ready for another pack. I got 35% there. I guess it only uses about 5% each time. So yeah, let me go ahead and make these. Oh, that was it there. Let me find my seeds, which I think I see them over there. All right, and let's plant here. Make sure everything is filled. Can I make a fry pack out of 3 of these? Oh, I can. Look at that. All right, we'll put those over there. Probably gonna hold those back for a little bit. Let's go get more of our potatoes going. I gotta get more of these planted. I did add a couple more so we can plant more of these bad boys. Can I do another one here? Nope, not enough potatoes. You gotta be kidding me. I feel like there's enough here. Yeah, I need to get one more big harvest basket, so let's do that. Okay, there we go. I don't know how much these are worth. I've sold them in my last save, but I don't remember at all. All right, so we got those, and then let's plant our potatoes, and then, yeah, all that's left is garage and finishing our OEM build. All right, got those going there. She's looking good. Let's go and just do one more of these real quick. All right, we'll see those in a couple days. All right, it is early morning. All right, so I went, oh my goodness, I left all my poutine out last night. Okay, hold on, let's eat one of these. Might only be able to save one of these bad boys. Yeah, I actually worked a little bit off camera here to do one more big harvest. Our bunker's making a lot right now, but we gotta head to town. We got a couple more things gotta pick up, so I'm gonna pick up one more comfy seat here. Like I said, that OEM seat thing's a little disappointing. I cannot figure out for the life of me. Hold on, let me look in the magic shed one more time, just in case I left something in the floor. Hold on. Is this the correct? Is that the same seat? The headrest looks different. The headrest is, hold on, maybe it, let me just set it in there and then set them side by side. No, the headrest is definitely different. Okay. I had to confirm that. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy comfy seats. I think that's probably my best solution. Hold on, check under there. Probably need to organize this eventually. A lot of people want to see me stuff all my spare parts in one of the garages. Which, has anybody else done that? Is that a thing? Also, we're gonna repaint this OEM BMW. Some people had some actual color codes for BMWs that they wanted to see on there. Hold on, let's get the seat out real quick. So yeah, I got some stuff to pick up here. I got some colors to pick up. Where is the other bolt? There it is. Just gonna set those on the ground. Trust me, I'm not gonna leave them there. I'm just gonna bolt a new seat in. So yeah, we'll stuff this over here. Also, we're gonna drop this dolly off. Leo, you want to go to town? Daddy's got to go spend some more ridiculous cash. We need to go buy a gold shelf too. So let's go do that. Okay, here we are. All right, let's go ahead and grab, before I forget it, we need another one of these bad boys right here. Toss that out there. All right, so the color code. Also, I need to double check. Do I want to go ahead and buy another set of rims? I don't know. I don't think I'd ever use any of these. There's a couple in here that look decent. I gotta figure out what I do and don't have. But yeah, maybe we need to buy another set here. I do kind of like the plexi ones. I just don't know if I'd ever use them. Also, we need to buy a couple of these. We're gonna use these for seats in the garage for the lounge area. I know it's a little odd. I saw people put them on, like, put a rim on the bottom and then set the seat on top. I guess I could do that. Or is there anything else I could use that for? You know, maybe this is, we could use these ugly rims, because I don't even think I'd display these, but we could put these on the bottom and then have the chair set on it, something like this here. Oh, that looks pretty good. I like that. Maybe a little cleaner like that. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's get the color for the OEM BMW. I gotta get the comfy seat. Almost. Wait a minute. Wait, why don't I just buy one of these? That's the correct headrest. That's what confuses me. The headrest that I have that says OEM is a lot flatter, but this definitely matches the headrest that's in the BMW. You know what? This is the seat that we need. We don't need to go buy the comfy seat. So there's a blue color code that I have that I can actually punch in here. I think it's I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It's like Estoral Blue. I just probably butchered that, but it's 2F539B is the color that we're looking for. So apparently this is a color code that I need. Okay, so let me buy that. Probably should have just... Okay, no, I can get 2 there. So a lot of people wanted to see white rims. We might test that out. I kind of like the chrome rims, but white is also not a bad color for rims either. And then finally, last but not least, I need to get a gray for the lift. I want it to be a little darker than the garage itself, so let's get one of those. All right, so that should be all the colors that we need. There's also a random blue can down there. Don't know what I was going to use that for. No telling. But we can... I like using OEM colors, so I'm not opposed to the black BMW being another OEM color. But I feel like a blue with the white rims might actually be pretty legit looking. But we will see. Also, I had somebody telling me that I need to buy the rest of the spoilers, display those. So that's going to be a thing in the future too. We're going to call the garage build almost done. I'm going to say it's done, but there's still more stuff I can display. I want to get all the furniture in there. Also, somebody said the black housing is a little more accurate for the headlights for the OEM ones, opposed to the ones that I have on there, and that the fog lights would also count as an OEM too, which I kind of wanted to use these, but I don't know. We'll leave it alone for now. It's one of those things where I don't think I'm going to make everybody 100% happy, but I think as long as I'm kind of happy with it, and I think it looks good and it's pretty much OEM, I am interested to see this color though. I want to see what this is going to look like on there. Get that. There we go. And then, hold on, what else do I have to fish? Ooh, this is going to... I got to go by the VIP room, too. I'm going to have... Oh, that just bounced. I'm going to have a truck full of stuff here. I think Leo just wants to go to the VIP room. That way he could get himself some treats. Also, I think I'm going to mount the tank back here again in the truck, the maple tank, since I don't think I need to haul around a ton more of, like, normal items. That way we can start making some double maple syrup deliveries. I can leave the truck parked over there and it'll fill up. All right. Hello. I just got to go into your special VIP room here. Eventually going to do this. $250,000. I haven't quite committed to it yet. I like these corner shelves. You know, I need to bring my trophies over too. Do I have this gold muffler? I feel like I might have that gold muffler. So I want one of these for sure. Because this will look good as like a corner piece. All right, so stick you right here. Oh, this is going to be fun getting home. I should have brought the trailer. You know, maybe next time I load up on furniture, that's what we'll do. Okay, I'm going to put you here. You here. By the way, are the rims, the gold rims, real quick, they don't have a gold rim shelf, do they? Is that a thing? No, they got the glass shelf. You got the giant spanner. Why do I feel like I need this? It's only $8,000. Is that $80,000? That's $80,000, isn't it? Huh. Do I want to drop $80,000? I mean, why not? Screw it. We bought one of the big pieces. Yeah, they don't have a gold rim shelf, which is kind of disappointing. I love the fact that you could... Did I not realize that was a thing? You can use it. Why would you use this? I don't know. All right. Well, we're putting it right there. Oh, goodness. It's fine. It's a $80,000 spanner there. Okay, I'm gonna cruise home at like 2 miles an hour in order to get all this to the garage. So yeah, we'll paint this. So yeah, I'm okay with this seat. It says it's OEM to both the BMW and the hatchback. It's the first one that actually matched. The headrest matches the other one I had in there. So as long as they match and it says OEM on the part, I'm happy with it. All right, I made it home without dropping anything. It's a miracle. All right, Leo, come on, buddy. So yeah, I got a little bit more cleaning here to do. I need to get rid of these tires, and like I said, this side, I got to take some stuff to the junkyard and sell it. But man, it's looking fairly clean. Also, I like that we're about to put this right back in here. This is great. Wait, is this comfy seat? No, this is comfy seat. Okay, comfy seat needs to go into the thing over here. The OEM's in here now. So yeah, the headrest will match now. So if I go you into here, and then let's pop this open here, and then let's go other seat. I just got to paint it to match it. So we'll go you into here, and boom. Headrest now match. We got that. We got the colors that we're going to do. Let's get our next rim shelf out. The gold rims, they're big, but I think they might fit on one of these. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick this one over here with this other rim shelf. It's going to be difficult here. Watch. Come on. Snap grid. I need you to snap. Like, get right next to it here. Right. As close as possible, at least. Real quick. Can I make these fit on here? They're definitely bigger, but I might be able to make them fit. Boom. Does that work? These are just not going to go into here. I wish they would go in there. That bugs me. But what we're going to do This is now our centerpiece. This is our like coffee table here. I could use this to display the gold rims. So this is really a corner table. So it needs to go like so. So we can put that there. We can lock it down. Hold on, let me get my rim chairs over here. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I don't think I'd display these rims. I think these are absolutely hideous. But they work good as something you could set the chairs on. So hold on, let's unlock this. Just a little bit closer. There we go. I think I'm going to actually move this rim shelf over to this side. That way I can give it some room for the chairs. So we will put you right here. I wish they had some posters and stuff. That'd be kind of cool to be able to decorate your garage. Maybe some posters related to the cars and stuff. So if I stick this up against here, does that set? Yes, it does. And then let's grab this one real quick. By the way, next episode, maybe we'll show off some more. I've been getting a ton of emails showing me your guys' garages, and I need to show off some more of those. I wish we could just hang this. Like, wouldn't it be so neat if we had wall hangers? I would love to hang it right above those two pictures there. Like, I feel like that would be so freaking awesome. But for the time being, we're just going to kind of stick it right. Nope, I was hoping that was going to set against the wall. Oh my goodness. This is like one of those things where do you put it? Oh, great. Yeah, I got to figure out where to put this thing. How do you guys mount your big giant gold spanner? Is there like a method, something that you guys do that makes it like actually look like it's being displayed properly, or how does that work? So yeah, these will go into here, so we can go boom. I mean, I guess you could have used two of the gold rims, since I don't really care for them. You could have used them on the bottoms of the chair, but I kind of like this display method if I can make it work. So something like that. And then yeah, I need to go buy... Oh, I do have plexi rims here. I'm so glad I didn't buy those, so I need another set there. Also, my spacer got knocked off. Yeah, we'll figure out a little bit more about this, huh? I think this needs to be angled a little bit more, right? Something like that, and the lettering's out. There we go. So we got like a little lounge area you could set in. I think that's pretty cool. They do make the picnic table. I was tempted to maybe put one of those outside. This, I got to figure out. I'm just going to stick it against the back wall. Also, there is a random bolt right there. Let's go ahead and grab it. Probably going to need it to mount the seats anyway. All right, so let me get these mounted real quick. We're going to paint the leather. We'll paint the vehicle itself. And then, yeah, I need to paint the lifts in here too. Okay, seats are mounted. Real quick, let me paint the lifts. I think I might paint the seats this too. This looks like a kind of a leather color. All right, so let's do this. Everybody wanted to see this happen. There we go. So yeah, we got a darker lift now. Can you paint the arms, or do they stay yellow? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, it looks like you can paint. Yeah, you can paint the arms, I believe. I don't know, I kind of like the yellow because it's like a caution. If you're walking under it, don't bump your head on it. Also, I think there was mixed feelings about the crooked lift in here. Oh, geez. Can I spray paint this while on it? Oh, I can. Yeah, some people were like, oh, I like this lift being like this. And some people were like, nope, I don't like the lift being sideways. I kind of like it because it kind of feels like this is your where you work lift and the other ones are your display lifts. But, I mean, I guess I could see why people... I didn't like it as much. Okay, why can I not? It's so finicky to try to paint these seats. Oh, looking for the black. Look for black. Okay, there it goes. And then get the back seat. All right, seats are all the same color. Boom. Got that. All right, so that's good there. Let's go ahead and do the blue that everybody wanted to see. Well, I say everybody, most people wanted to see. They wanted an OEM color, so this is supposedly an OEM color. I can see where people, I'm looking at the headlights right now where the black housing one would make more sense. Maybe we'll do that on the other BMW. Also, I'm gonna need to paint this grille. Okay, not gonna lie, I actually really do like this blue. This blue is nice. Okay, so let's do this. I think I'm gonna pair it with white rims. I wasn't too sure about that at first, but I was like, you know what? I think that's actually going to look really good. So let's go ahead and get this color here. Okay, it's at 47. Yeah, I like that. And I do think it would pop a little bit more with the white rims. I think the red looked better with the chrome, but I think white, like glossy rims is going to look nice with this. Now, it might not necessarily be the most OEM thing, but I don't know, maybe... I know BMW does painted rims. Maybe not white. I know they do black. Of course, you have like your chromes, your grays. I don't know. Were they? Was it ever offered in just a straight up white rim? I like that. I actually like that a lot. It doesn't even look super white. It just looks like it still looks chromed, but it's just definitely a brighter rim now. So let's go ahead and drop it off the lift. I would say she's ready to be driven and displayed. She can go off the working lift. What do we do next? Do we do the other BMW? Or I think I'm probably going to pull the other BMW forward and put it on the lift, and then maybe save the hatchback for last. Let's crank her up real quick. I got some OEM parts here. Let's say these are OEM seats. I think it looks actually quite spectacular here. And it's clean, and it's going to stay this way. This one's not going to be changed, folks. Just ran over the bolts. But there she is. We have the OEM BMW, and we're ready for our future project. I think pretty happy with the garage. Just wanted to add the lounge setup there, paint the lifts like people wanted to see. Still going to slowly add rim shelves and new rim sets into here. And then eventually the VIP items, more of those. But, I mean, we've done about what I wanted to do as far as a lot of the organizing. Still a little bit to do, especially on the paint side over there. Also, mufflers. I need to display mufflers. I think I want to do that. Kind of how Jock has it in his store. So say... Oh, yeah, and I forgot. I need to buy more of the spoilers. So there's some more stuff we need to collect, but I kind of think that a muffler display would be kind of cool. Something like... Actually, that is the worst muffler to probably put on the display, because how do you even get this to set on there? It is going to move. But you guys get what I mean. But yeah, got a lot to do here left before the update. Got some fun things. Okay, I had to make sure I had electricity. And you know what? We will see you guys next time in Mon Bazou.